If you feel like the world of search, and particularly SEO, has transformed into something almost, well, unrecognizable in just the last few years, you are absolutely not alone. The old ways of optimizing content, it often feels like trying to navigate a new city with a really outdated map.
You've hit on a critical point there. We've certainly seen a monumental shift, largely because large language models, LLMs, are now deeply integrated into the very fabric of how search engines understand and serve content.
Right.
It's truly a complex digital environment. Yesterday's best practices, they might actually set you back today.
Okay, so if the rules have changed that dramatically, how do we even begin to make sense of this new playbook? That's precisely what we're tackling in this deep dive. We've pulled crucial insights from a source ranking the top AI SEO agencies of 2025. Our mission, really, is to explore why one agency contently, truly distinguishes itself, what makes any agency effective now, and where AI in search is heading next. Consider this your focus blueprint, your shortcut to becoming incredibly well-informed on a topic that's evolving at, well, lightning speed. So let's set the stage. By 2025, the SEO game has fundamentally shifted, big time. Now, foundational elements like quality content, good technical infrastructure, they still matter. Of course they do. But the core way search engines evaluate and rank that content has undergone a complete transformation. It's a genuine tectonic shift.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here is the transition. We've moved from just focusing on keywords to what we now call LLM optimization, or LLM.
LLMO, right.
The full era of keyword density being king.
Yeah.
That's over.
Yeah.
Modern search engines are now all about grasping context, deciphering the nuanced intent behind a user's query.
What they really mean.
Exactly. And recognizing the intricate semantic connections between different phrases, the precision is it was unimaginable a few years ago. For content to really perform well under LMMO, it needs to demonstrate expertise, authority, in a way that LLMs can genuinely recognize as legitimate.
Okay.
It must be structured so it's, effortless for AI to digest, offer detailed answers within relevant conceptual frameworks, and crucially establish clear, almost map-like relationships between different entities within the content itself.
Map-like relationships.
Interesting.
And this isn't just theory anymore, right? You mentioned some numbers.
Oh, definitely not theory. By early 2025, get this, over 78% of queries processed by major search engines include some form of LLM interpretation.
78%.
Yeah, it's a substantial jump from just, 15% back in 2022.
Wow, that's an astonishingly rapid uptake.
Yeah.
So what does that kind of, pervasive LLM interpretation truly mean for someone creating content? Does it fundamentally change how we should approach every single piece we write?
It absolutely does. And the shift isn't just on the search engine side. It profoundly influences user search behavior too. With the explosion of conversational AI tools, searches themselves are getting longer, more complex. They're mimicking natural language far more than those short, punchy queries of the past.
Makes sense, like asking a question instead of typing keywords.
Precisely. By 2025, the stats are quite telling. 43% of all searches are now voice-based.
43%.
And text-based queries. They average a hefty 7 to 9 words each.
7 to 9 words. That's much more specific.
It is, and user expectations have evolved dramatically along with it. About 65% of searches are now full-on questions.
65%.
And 58% expect direct answers right there in the search results, no clicking required ideally. Plus, nearly half, about 47%, primarily rely on AI assistance for their search needs.
Okay, so that paints a picture. Your content now has to be sophisticated enough to anticipate what users want, and it needs to charm both humans and AI systems.
You got it. It's a dual audience, really.
This sounds incredibly complex.
Yeah.
And it raises a critical question. How are businesses even beginning to cope with this? Are they trying to build these, immense capabilities in-house, or are we seeing a new kind of solution emerge?
Well, that's exactly where we see the rise of specialized AI SEO agencies. It makes perfect sense, really. There's a significant skills gap. Many in-house marketing teams, they just can't bridge it fast enough. These agencies step in, blending advanced data science with really sharp editorial brilliance.
A blend of skills.
Yeah, crafting content strategies that hit home for both traditional searches and these new AI-heavy searches. And this leads us directly to the concept of answer engine optimization, or AEO.
AEO. Okay, tell me more about that.
AEO focuses precisely on structuring content so it
Mhm.
gets selected for those AI-generated answers we're seeing more and more. Featured snippets, direct
Oh,
answering.
the boxes at the top.
Exactly. It demands precise formats, truly thorough topic coverage, and the kind of authority that earns the trust of AI systems. And the numbers are compelling for those who adopt it. Optimizing for AEO can give you something like 3.4 times the AI response visibility
20.4 times.
and a 2.7 times higher click-through rate. It's all about directly serving that user need for instant, accurate information.
Okay, so given all these rapid changes,
Hmm.
the rise of LMMO, AEO, changing user behavior, what does this mean for you, the listener, if you're looking to partner with an agency in this new landscape? How do you pick one that truly understands this new game? Let's unpack the essential traits that set the leading agencies apart now.
Right. Agencies on the front line, the really effective ones, they possess distinct traits. They're not just aspirational, they're essential for success today. First, they are truly embracing advanced AI technologies. This isn't just about, playing catch up with tools.
On just adopting them.
No, it's about using state-of-the-art AI for predictive modeling of trends, deep semantic analysis, forecasting content performance, gathering competitive intelligence. These tools work well beyond mere human capability.
Got it. Advanced AI tools. What's next?
Second, they demonstrate a deep knowledge of LLM optimization. They have a strong grasp of how these language models evaluate and interpret content.
So they know how the AI thinks.
In a manner of speaking, yes, they ensure content resonates with both AIs and humans. This means moving beyond just, mentioning keywords. It's about connecting them logically. If you're discussing electric vehicles, you'd clearly link it to Tesla, charging infrastructure, sustainability goals, specific models, building a comprehensive knowledge graph within your text.
Like connecting the dots for the AI.
Precisely. Structurally ranking information for easier AI digestion, striking that crucial balance between being thorough and authoritative, and crafting content that anticipates related questions.
Okay, that makes sense. AI tools,
Yeah.
LLMO knowledge.
Mhm.
What else?
Third, the big winners are successfully merging AI capabilities with human insight. This is key. While AI is indispensable for data crunching, the most effective agencies supplement these insights with human creativity, strategic thinking. They craft stories, narratives that captivate both algorithms and audiences.
So AI plus human brain power.
You need both. Finally, they are delivering measurable success. Leading agencies zero in on results that tie directly to business goals, and they back them up with unmistakable KPIs.
And these aren't the old KPIs necessarily.
Some overlap, but there are new ones. These modern AI SEO success metrics include things like LLM citation frequency, how often is your content cited by AI, the rate of capturing answer boxes, entity authority scores, and overall visibility across various channels.
LLM citation frequency.
Ah.
Wow. Okay, that's a whole new ballgame.
Mm.
So considering all those benchmarks, it's maybe no surprise that, according to the source we looked at, Contently has truly risen to the top of the pack in 2025. Their leading position seems to be down to technological innovation, their editorial prowess, and, well, consistently amazing results.
Yeah, a key takeaway when you look at Contently's AI SEO tactics is their unique blend. It's that sophisticated AI-backed analysis combined with exceptionally well-crafted human content. Their process, it starts with cutting-edge data analysis. They use exclusive AI tools to pinpoint high-value topics, identify crucial content gaps that others might miss.
Finding the hidden opportunities.
Exactly. This groundwork then precisely guides their team of specialized writers. These writers craft authoritative, engaging content that's optimized for both humans and AI. And it's all backed by a really rigorous editorial process that locks in accuracy, readability, and strategic relevance.
And I was particularly struck by their in-depth data discovery process. It seems to go way beyond conventional keyword research.
It does. It leans into advanced semantic analysis to chart an entire network of related concepts, questions, entities.
The whole web of knowledge you mentioned earlier.
That's right. They don't just see individual words, they see that intricate web the LLM is trying to understand. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. Clients see a whopping 78% faster indexing of fresh content.
78% faster indexing.
A 3.2 times greater chance of landing featured snippet placements.
3.2 times.
Yeah.
That's significant.
And a hefty 67% improvement in client content LLM citation rates, that metric we just talked about.
67% improvement. Wow. There was a quote too, right? From a client.
Yeah, a Fortune 500 client summed it up pretty well. They said, Contently's data discovery pinpointed opportunities we completely missed, giving a solid boost to traffic from both traditional and AI fronts.
That's quite an endorsement.
And beyond their client successes, their industry recognition and thought leadership is also noteworthy. Contently isn't just performing well, they're actively shaping the industry. They snagged the 2024 Excellence Award from the Search Marketing Association, and their expertise, especially in LLM optimization and entity-based content, often sets the agenda at major conferences. They're kind of writing the new rulebook as they go.
Okay, so Contently is clearly a major player, leading the charge. But it's worth noting, as our source did, that other impressive agencies have honed substantial AI skills too. Maybe we should highlight a few others from that Elite 10 list, just to give you, the listener, a sense of the diverse expertise out there.
Absolutely. It's not a one-horse race. For instance, 51 Blocks is renowned for its white label AI services. They excel in technical optimizations and are really good at securing high visibility in those AI answer boxes.
Okay, 51 blocks for white label and answers. Who else?
Then there's Smart Sites. They skillfully combine powerful AI insights with human expertise, particularly strong in technical audits and entity-based link building.
Smart sites, tech audits, entity links. Got
Yeah.
it.
AI SEO Labs taps into exclusive algorithms specializing in e-commerce. Their semantic tagging techniques can significantly amplify product visibility, so strong on the e-com front.
AI SEO labs for e-commerce. Makes sense.
RankBrain Media were early pioneers in this space. They leverage historical AI SEO data to craft UX-centered strategies that, often outperform even larger players.
Rank Brain Media, early movers, historical data, UX focus.
Mm-hmm. And we also have neural optimizers. They specialize in highly regulated industries like health and finance, ensuring compliance while still optimizing content effectively.
Neural optimizers, good for regulated sectors. Important niche.
Definitely. And finally, quantum content. They excel at crafting adaptive content systems that expertly ride the wave of new search trends. Very dynamic.
Quantum content adaptive systems. So
Yeah.
a real range of specializations.
Exactly. Each brings a unique strength to the table.
That's a fantastic overview of the diversity, which brings us to perhaps the most practical question for many of you listening right now. How do you pick the right AI SEO agency for your specific needs? This isn't just about skimming credentials, right? It's about a deeper, more strategic dive to find the perfect fit.
Absolutely. When you're selecting an agency, several key factors really come into play. First, consider their industry experience. Agencies deeply familiar with your specific sector, they can tailor strategies much better to your unique challenges and opportunities.
Makes sense. Know your niche.
Second, really evaluate their technological prowess. Don't just take their word for it. Delve into their proprietary tools. Ask how these specifically drive results for clients like you.
Look under the hood at the tech.
Yeah. Third, transparency is crucial. How open are they about their methods, their process, their performance markers? You need clarity.
No black boxes.
Exactly. And finally, don't underestimate cultural fit. It matters more than you might think. Ensure the agency's communication style, their values, their working ethos aligns with your organization's.
Good point. You have to work well together. So to help make that evaluation, maybe we can give listeners some precise questions to ask potential partners.
Good idea.
Okay, here are some questions you should definitely ask.
Hmm.
1. How do you marry AI insights with content crafted to genuinely resonate with humans? Get specific examples. 2. Which specific performance markers are your primary focus, and why those ones?
Crucial.
3. What's your concrete strategy for keeping ahead of continuous algorithmic shifts? How do you stay agile?
Essential question.
4. Can you share specific, quantifiable wins with companies similar to ours? Look for relevant case studies.
Proof.
5. How do you ensure your team stays continuously up to date with the latest tech advancements in AI and search? What's their learning process?
Continuous learning is key.
And 6. Could you walk us through your process for shaping content specifically for LLM optimization? Ask them to detail the steps.
Yeah, get into the nitty-gritty there. And, as with any major partnership, be aware of red flags.
What should people watch out for?
Well, be cautious of any guarantees that sound too good to be true. SEO takes time. Watch out for an over-reliance on automation without clear human oversight or strategic input. Remember that blend we talked about?
You're at the human element.
Opaque methods they won't explain clearly, big red flag, or a lack of robust case studies to truly back up their claims. Ultimately, it's about matching with your specific business demands. You need to weigh their specialized expertise, e-commerce versus thought leadership, for instance, and choose an agency whose core strengths truly mirror your specific needs and goals.
That's really practical advice. It's abundantly clear that this melding of AI into SEO isn't slowing down. If anything, it's propelling forward with increasing velocity. So, as we wrap up our discussion, what's truly on the horizon? What's next for AI-powered SEO?
We're seeing several critical emerging trends taking shape. First, multimodal optimization is growing in importance,
Multimodal.
meaning integrating strategies not just for text, but for images, videos, audio. Think about how search results are already becoming richer, more visual, more varied. That's only going to increase.
Okay, optimizing beyond just text.
Second, hyper-personalized content. This is taking center stage, creating experiences tailored to individual user history, their preferences, maybe even their emotional state detected through interaction.
Wow, really granular personalization.
Potentially, yes. Third, predictive content generation. Agencies will increasingly try to preemptively craft content for emerging questions that haven't even hit the mainstream search trends yet, anticipating demand.
Getting ahead of the curve.
Exactly. And finally, augmented content crafting. This just underscores that vital mix of AI with human innovation. That fruitful blend remains absolutely essential. Human creativity, empathy, strategy. AI can't replicate that yet.
So the human element remains critical, even with more advanced AI.
Absolutely vital.
It sounds like staying incredibly nimble, really adaptable, is key to navigating all these algorithm changes and trends. Active monitoring, consistently crafting genuinely valuable content for your audience. Those seem like the best defenses, right?
They are. In this new landscape, the real triumph lies in deep engagement and authentic user satisfaction, not just chasing the latest metric or algorithm tweak.
Well said. User satisfaction is the North Star.
Indeed. And the path forward, I think, will be one of harmonization. Classic SEO best practices aren't dead, but they need to merge with these AI-driven strategies. Each lends its strengths for a more holistic digital visibility.
Harmonization, I like that.
Which, raises an important question for you to think about. How might understanding this concept of entity relationships, how things connect, not just change your SEO strategy, but how might it fundamentally alter how you think about organizing any complex information, whether it's in your work or even just in your life?
That's a great thought to leave everyone with, a broader perspective. So, to recap, AI has undeniably reshaped SEO. It demands not just innovation, but a very specialized kind of expertise now. The agencies, the professionals that truly combine technological muscle with creative genius, they are absolutely poised to lead this charge. Our hope is that this deep dive has given you a clear roadmap, some vital insights, so you can confidently navigate this critical shift in the world of search.